Hi, my name's Fred. Welcome to Flying WoodShop. Here we are in Riva, Virginia, just south of Culpeper, and we have a small wood shop that we have right here on our property with our house, and we make stuff for ourselves, for our family, and we're starting to sell some stuff online, kind of catering to the pilot community, the military community, the retired military community, kind of have an Americana aviation type theme going on with most of our stuff. So I'll give you a tour here in just a second. So I just finished making my homemade tripod mount, and it lets me move around freely. It's a little clamp. I'll show a picture of it here in a second. And I can clamp it to the wall, or I can clamp it to a stick, pretty much anything. It's basically just a threaded insert. I'm gonna take it off the phone now. It's a threaded insert on a little clamp. There's your clamp. Little camera clamp. And I made this little doohickey with a threaded insert, and it's held together by a little mini bungee cord. You get these with the big bungee cord thing. You're always wondering, what am I going to do with those? I've got about 40 of them. It's the first time I think I've used one. So now I've got the little tripod mount mounted on a stick, piece of scrap wood, so I can use it as a selfie stick. Give you a quick little tour of the shop. So this is the wood shop, Flying WoodShop. You can see projects that I'm working on here. There's a helmet stand. I'll probably put that on the website here pretty soon. That's a maple one. That's the first one I've made of maple. Most people have been asking for poplar. They cost about the same. Actually, after working with the maple one, I think it came out a little better. Well, maybe a lot better. It's got this this vein going through the front of it that I thought looked really cool. So anyway, this is the shop. Over here we've got the main tool. That's the table saw. It's a saw stop table saw. It's the kind that you can touch the blade and not lose a finger. Not that that's recommended, but you probably wouldn't lose a finger. And move from there over to the planer. It's a DeWalt planer. We'll stand there. Next to that is the miter saw station, which is also where I store a lot of the tools. You see the miter saw down at the end. I got a bunch of hand planes, which I like to use as much as I can. Got my battery charging station on the French cleat. And my first aid kit, also up on a French cleat. The door seems to pop open. I think the hinges are a little crooked. That's just something I need to fix one of these days. Got a little storage area over here. And just some shelves. No big deal. Here's an important piece of equipment. This is the coffee roaster. If you roast your own coffee, it's important to be able to roast it. This is a Bmore coffee roaster. I've been using it for, I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 years. I've been roasting coffee altogether for myself for about 10 years. And there's just nothing like the freshness you get when you do it yourself. And also it's satisfying and fun. There's my lumber storage area over here. See, I've got the hardwood up top. I've got some scrap bins, which is where I got my selfie stick. I got the flat sheet goods and stuff over here. You see I've got some drywall for a future project and some other vertical storage for small scraps. So I've got a fair amount of scraps to pull from if I ever need a little piece of something. This is the new project that I'm planning on working on pretty soon. I actually just started it this week. A lot of projects are suggested by members of the Facebook group or friends. People ask for stuff, and this Learn to Fly Here sign is inspired by obviously the Learn to Fly Here signs you see at a lot of FBOs, and they usually have a picture of a Cessna. So I'm gonna carve that one out, and it's gonna be a T1. That'll be the first one, and we'll see how it turns out, see if people like it, and whatever aircraft people want to put on there, that'd be cool. This one's just, probably put this one up for me. I'll continue with the tour. Got the nice drill press here. When we moved in, there was this pole sticking out of the floor. And I'm not really sure what they used it for, but it's welded into a steel plate going all the way through the floor, and I figured I'd just mount the drill press to it. Just past the drill press, here we got the bandsaw, 17-inch bandsaw. A lot of my tools are Grizzly. The Grizzly tools are not the best tools, but they're really good tools, and they're a lot less expensive than the best tools. Got some sanding stuff over here, little belt sander. It's got a disc sander on the side, little drum sander, pocket hole jig. Use that for making cabinets, that sort of stuff. Some storage over here, and then back over to my rolling tool cart. Been using this for a little over a year, and it's cool, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna continue using it. I may switch to all that stuff to French cleats so that I can get to it quicker. Oh, and here, of course, is the firewood bin. So there's all the little scraps that I don't think I'll be able to use, including shavings from the hand planes. That stuff is great for getting a fire started. So that's pretty much the tour. We got some other shelves up high, storage of some small power tools, drying up some lumber that I milled up there, some oak from the yard. There's the all-important HVAC system that keeps it cool in the winter and warm in the summer, or the opposite. And that's it for now. I will be sure to keep everybody updated on the progress with the Learn to Fly here, and I'm kind of actually excited to get that one going. So I'll probably start on that, and you'll see some videos on that pretty soon too. Thanks for watching.